In the intricate dance of human emotions, jealousy can often take center stage, whispering its secrets in the quiet corners of our minds. Picture this: a fleeting glance, a subtle shift in tone, and suddenly, those tiny sparks of envy ignite. But what do these sparks really mean? Is it just a casual flicker or something deeper lurking beneath the surface? Think about it. How many times have you felt that twinge of jealousy? Maybe it was triggered by a friend's success or a partner's interaction. It's a common thread woven into our lives, yet often misunderstood. What if those feelings are not just random outbursts, but clues pointing to our insecurities and desires? As we dive deeper, we'll uncover the layers behind that seemingly innocent pang of jealousy. Could it be a signal urging us to reflect on our own self-worth, or perhaps a nudge to communicate more openly with those we care about? The nuances of jealousy can reveal much about our relationships and ourselves. So, stay tuned as we peel back the layers and explore what those signs of jealousy might truly signify. Nature of jealousy. Jealousy is one of those emotions that can leave us scratching our heads, isn't it? It's a feeling that most of us experience at some point in our lives, yet it often comes with a heavy dose of confusion. Understanding jealousy as a natural human emotion is essential. It's not just some abstract concept. It's rooted deep in our psychology. Think about it. Our past experiences, insecurities, and even our upbringing can shape how we react to certain situations. This emotional response has been around for ages. Some might argue it's as old as humanity itself. When we delve into the roots of jealousy, we often uncover layers of insecurity that lie just beneath the surface. For example, someone who has faced betrayal in a past relationship may find themselves feeling envious when their partner interacts with others. This reaction isn't necessarily a reflection of their partner's behavior. Rather, it's a manifestation of their own fears and insecurities. The mind, in its quest for safety, often leaps to conclusions that might not hold water in reality. It's almost like a defense mechanism, trying to protect oneself from getting hurt again. Moreover, jealousy can stem from personal insecurities. Do you remember a time when you felt less than enough? Perhaps a friend achieved something you aspired to, and instead of feeling happy for them, a pang of jealousy crept in. That's not uncommon. Our self-esteem plays a significant role in how we perceive others' successes or relationships. When we feel good about ourselves, those feelings of envy tend to diminish. On the flip side, when our self-worth is shaky, even the smallest things can trigger that green-eyed monster. Another fascinating aspect of jealousy is its variability among individuals. One person might feel a twinge of jealousy when they see their partner chatting with an old friend, while someone else might not bat an eyelash. The difference often boils down to past experiences and how one views relationships. This variability can make it tricky to navigate feelings of jealousy in relationships. Understanding where these feelings come from can be a game-changer in managing them effectively. At its core, jealousy is a complex emotion that intertwines with our sense of self and our relationships. It's essential to recognize that feeling jealous doesn't make someone a bad person. Instead, it's an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. By acknowledging these feelings and their origins, individuals can begin to address the underlying issues, fostering healthier relationships in the process. Signs of mild jealousy. Now let's talk about the signs of mild jealousy. It can be pretty sneaky, showing up in ways we might not even recognize at first. For instance, have you ever noticed a subtle shift in communication with your partner? Maybe they suddenly seem a bit more distant or, conversely, overly attentive. These changes can be a telltale sign that jealousy is lurking beneath the surface. It's interesting how shifts in behavior can often signal something deeper, isn't it? Another common sign is when someone starts to exhibit possessive behaviors. Perhaps they want to know where you are at all times or feel uncomfortable when you spend time with friends. While wanting to be close to someone is natural, crossing that line into possessiveness can indicate that jealousy is at play. It's important to differentiate between healthy attachment and unhealthy possessiveness, as the latter can create tension in a relationship. Sometimes the signs of jealousy are less about overt behaviors and more about subtle emotional cues. For instance, if your partner suddenly becomes overly critical or dismissive about your friendships or interests, it might be worth taking a closer look. Those slight comments or changes in tone can often reveal feelings of envy that aren't being openly discussed. It's like a coded message, where the real emotion is masked by sarcasm or criticism. Then there are those moments when someone may start to compare themselves to others. Have you ever found yourself or someone close to you scrolling through social media and feeling a twinge of envy? That's a classic sign of jealousy. When we start measuring our worth against what others are doing, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy. Recognizing these patterns is crucial because it allows for open conversations about feelings rather than letting jealousy fester in silence. Ultimately, identifying these signs of mild jealousy can pave the way for healthier communication in relationships. Instead of letting these feelings simmer beneath the surface, acknowledging them openly can help partners support each other and work through insecurities together. It's all about creating an environment where both individuals feel secure and valued, reducing the chances of jealousy spiraling out of control. Jealousy as an indicator of insecurity. Let's take a moment to unpack how jealousy often serves as a revealing indicator of insecurity. When we think about why we feel jealous, it usually traces back to a feeling of not being enough. It's as if jealousy shines a spotlight on our vulnerabilities, exposing the areas where we might feel lacking. For many, this realization can be quite sobering. It's not just about the other person. It's about how we perceive ourselves in relation to them. Consider someone who feels jealous when their partner talks about an ex. This reaction might not stem from any wrongdoing on the part of the partner, but rather from the individual's own insecurities. They may worry that they'll never measure up to the previous relationship or fear that their partner still harbors feelings for someone else. In these instances, jealousy can act as a mirror, reflecting back those deep-seated fears and concerns. Moreover, jealousy can often trigger a cycle of negative thoughts. When someone is feeling insecure, they might start to overanalyze situations, leading to misunderstandings and increased jealousy. This cycle can be damaging, as it often leads to more pronounced feelings of inadequacy. It's a bit like being stuck in a loop, where each round reinforces those insecurities instead of providing clarity or resolution. It's also worth noting how societal expectations can amplify feelings of jealousy. We live in a world that often promotes comparison, be it through social media, cultural narratives, or even peer pressure. When we constantly see others seemingly thriving, it's easy to fall into the trap of feeling like we're missing out or not measuring up. This external pressure can exacerbate personal insecurities, leading to heightened jealousy in relationships. Recognizing jealousy as an indicator of insecurity can be incredibly liberating. Instead of blaming oneself or feeling ashamed, individuals can take a step back and ask themselves why they feel that way. This introspection can lead to personal growth and a better understanding of one's emotions. By addressing these insecurities head-on, individuals can work towards healthier self-esteem, ultimately fostering more positive and secure relationships. As we dive into the impact of mild jealousy on relationships, it's intriguing to consider how this emotion can shape dynamics between partners. Often, it's the subtle shifts that can create ripples in the relationship's foundation. For instance, when one partner feels jealous, it can lead to communication breakdowns. Instead of expressing their feelings openly, they might withdraw or become defensive, creating a chasm where there once was connection. Furthermore, mild jealousy can erode trust if left unchecked. When one partner constantly questions the other's intentions or feels the need to monitor their interactions, it can foster an environment of suspicion. Over time, this can lead to resentment and frustration. It's as if the jealousy takes center stage, overshadowing the love and respect that brought the partners together in the first place. It's a slippery slope, and recognizing the signs early can be vital in preventing further damage. Interestingly, jealousy can also create opportunities for growth, albeit in a challenging way. When partners are willing to address the feelings of jealousy openly, it can lead to deeper conversations about insecurities and boundaries. This dialogue can strengthen the relationship, as both partners work together to navigate these emotions. In this sense, mild jealousy can serve as a catalyst for improvement, prompting couples to reassess their communication styles and emotional needs. On the flip side, if jealousy becomes a regular theme in a relationship, it can lead to emotional exhaustion. Constantly dealing with feelings of jealousy can drain both partners, making it difficult to enjoy the positive aspects of the relationship. It's essential for couples to find a balance, where they can express their feelings without letting jealousy dominate their interactions. This balance is key to maintaining a healthy, vibrant relationship. Ultimately, the impact of mild jealousy on relationships is multifaceted. While it can create hurdles, it also offers a chance for partners to learn more about themselves and each other. By fostering open communication and understanding the emotional roots of jealousy, couples can navigate these challenges together, emerging stronger and more connected in the process. Healthy versus toxic jealousy. When we distinguish between healthy and toxic jealousy, it becomes clear that not all jealousy is created equal. Healthy jealousy can manifest as a fleeting feeling, perhaps when a partner is spending time with someone else. It's that momentary pang of insecurity that prompts a conversation, leading to reassurance and connection. This type of jealousy can actually serve as a reminder of the value we place on our relationships and the desire to maintain closeness. In contrast, toxic jealousy often spirals out of control. It's characterized by possessive behaviors, extreme emotional reactions, and a pervasive sense of distrust. This type of jealousy can lead to controlling behaviors, such as monitoring a partner's phone or social interactions. When jealousy crosses this line, it not only harms the relationship, but can also lead to emotional distress for both partners. Recognizing the difference between healthy and toxic jealousy is crucial for maintaining a balanced relationship. Healthy jealousy can also encourage personal growth. It prompts individuals to reflect on their feelings of insecurity and work towards building self-esteem. For example, when someone feels a twinge of jealousy, they might take the opportunity to evaluate their own worth and the reasons behind those feelings. This self-reflection can lead to a greater understanding of oneself and ultimately foster healthier relationships. On the other hand, toxic jealousy often creates a cycle of blame and resentment when one partner feels. When it comes to relationships, even the lightest shade of jealousy can cast a significant shadow. You see, jealousy isn't just a fleeting emotion, it has the potential to ripple through the fabric of a relationship. A couple might start off in a blissful state, only to find that a twinge of jealousy, perhaps sparked by a flirty text message or an unexpected encounter, begins to create distance. Communication, once open and flowing, can start to feel strained as partners become more guarded, unsure of how to navigate these newfound feelings. Now, imagine one partner feels a little jealous after seeing their significant other chatting animatedly with a friend. Instead of addressing it head-on, they might withdraw, leading to misunderstandings. This change in behavior can disrupt the usual rhythm of their interactions. Rather than talking about how they feel, they might resort to passive-aggressive comments or even avoidance, which only compounds the issue. This lack of communication can create an environment of mistrust, where assumptions take the place of honest dialogue. Moreover, jealousy can impact not just the immediate dynamics, but also the long-term trust between partners. Once one person feels insecure, it can lead to a cycle of doubts. They may constantly question their partner's loyalty or the sincerity of their affections. When left unaddressed, these feelings can manifest in resentment, leading to a rift that seems to grow wider over time. The partners may find themselves trapped in a loop of suspicion and defensiveness, which can eventually overwhelm the positive aspects of their relationship. Trust is the bedrock of any healthy relationship, and jealousy can chip away at that foundation. Couples who experience jealousy might find themselves in a tug-of-war over attention and affection. Instead of feeling secure in their bond, they may feel as though they are competing for validation. This competition can lead to constant comparisons and a sense of inadequacy, which further fuels the jealousy and creates a feedback loop that is hard to escape. Ultimately, the impact of jealousy on relationships can be profound. It challenges the very essence of connection and intimacy. While a little jealousy might just be a side note in the relationship's narrative, it's crucial for partners to recognize its potential to alter the course of their shared story. By acknowledging these feelings and addressing them openly, couples can work towards a healthier dynamic where trust and communication can thrive. When diving into the realm of jealousy, it's essential to draw a line between what can be considered healthy and what tips into the toxic territory. Healthy jealousy often manifests as a fleeting emotion, a momentary pang that prompts reflection and communication. For instance, if one partner feels a hint of jealousy when their significant other is spending time with friends, it can serve as a catalyst for a deeper conversation about needs and boundaries. This kind of jealousy can lead to personal growth and a better understanding of each other's feelings. On the flip side, toxic jealousy tends to be more pervasive and damaging. It often arises from deep-seated insecurities and manifests in controlling behaviors or unwarranted accusations. A partner who constantly checks their significant other's phone or questions their whereabouts is likely operating from a place of toxic jealousy. This behavior not only violates trust, but also creates an environment of fear and resentment. Such actions can stifle individuality and lead to emotional distress for both partners. The distinction between healthy and toxic jealousy can often be subtle. Healthy jealousy encourages dialogue and invites partners to explore their feelings together. It fosters an atmosphere of support where both individuals feel heard and valued. Conversely, toxic jealousy breeds suspicion and isolation. It can lead one partner to feel suffocated and misunderstood, which can ultimately push them away. It's a classic case of how something that might seem innocuous at first can spiral into a significant relationship issue. Recognizing the difference can be challenging, as both forms of jealousy can coexist at different times within the same relationship. A healthy moment of jealousy may quickly turn toxic if not addressed properly. Therefore, partners must stay vigilant and communicate openly about their feelings. They should ask themselves whether their jealousy is prompting constructive discussions or if it's leading to accusations and control. This self-awareness is crucial for navigating the complexities of jealousy in a relationship. Ultimately, the key is to cultivate a relationship environment where healthy expressions of jealousy can be acknowledged without fear of judgment. Partners should strive to maintain an open dialogue, where feelings can be shared without the threat of it spiraling into toxicity. By fostering a culture of trust and communication, couples can enjoy the occasional pang of jealousy while ensuring it doesn't derail their relationship. Strategies for managing jealousy. So how do we tackle those pesky feelings of jealousy when they arise? One of the most effective strategies is to prioritize open communication. When jealousy creeps in, it often brings along a host of unspoken thoughts and fears. By sharing these feelings with a partner in a non-confrontational manner, both individuals can work together to address the underlying issues. For instance, if one partner feels jealous after seeing their significant other interact with an ex, having an honest conversation about those feelings can lead to reassurance and understanding. Another useful approach is practicing self-care. Often, jealousy stems from personal insecurities and a lack of self-confidence. Taking time to invest in oneself, whether that's picking up a new hobby, exercising, or simply enjoying quiet moments of reflection, can help individuals build a stronger sense of self-worth. When you feel good about yourself, those small pangs of jealousy may seem less daunting and easier to manage. This self-awareness can be empowering and provide a buffer against jealousy's more destructive tendencies. Additionally, fostering a supportive environment is crucial. Both partners should actively work to create a space where they can express their feelings without judgment. This includes not only discussing jealousy, but also affirming each other's value and importance in the relationship. Simple gestures, like verbal affirmations of love and appreciation, can significantly diminish feelings of insecurity. When partners feel secure in their bond, they are less likely to succumb to jealousy. It's also beneficial to establish boundaries together. Discussing what behaviors are acceptable and what might trigger feelings of jealousy can help both partners understand each other better. For example, if one partner feels uncomfortable with certain types of interactions on social media, discussing those feelings and setting clear boundaries can prevent misunderstandings down the line. Boundaries are not about control. Rather, they are about mutual respect and understanding. Lastly, practicing mindfulness can be a game changer. By becoming more aware of one's thoughts and emotions, individuals can learn to recognize jealousy for what it is, a passing feeling that doesn't have to dictate their actions. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or journaling can help individuals process their emotions in a constructive way. Instead of reacting impulsively to jealousy, they can take a step back and reflect on their feelings, leading to healthier responses and more productive conversations. Incorporating these strategies can turn jealousy from a potential relationship hurdle into an opportunity for growth and deeper connection. By facing jealousy with open hearts and minds, partners can navigate these emotional waters and strengthen their bond in the process. When it comes to managing light jealousy, the first step is open communication. It's essential for partners to create a safe space where they can express their feelings without fear of judgment. By discussing their feelings openly, individuals can better understand the root causes of their jealousy. This doesn't mean launching into accusations or blame games. Rather, it's about sharing vulnerabilities. For instance, one partner might say, "I felt a bit uneasy when you were talking to that friend at the party." This simple act of sharing can lead to deeper discussions about insecurities and the dynamics of the relationship, ultimately fostering intimacy and trust. Another effective strategy is practicing self-care. Jealousy often stems from personal insecurities and feelings of inadequacy. Taking time to focus on oneself can help mitigate these feelings. This could involve engaging in hobbies, exercising, or simply taking time to reflect on one's feelings. When individuals invest time in their own well-being, they tend to feel more confident and secure in their relationship. For example, someone who has been feeling jealous might find that spending time on personal interests or with supportive friends can help them see their partner's actions in a more positive light. Building self-esteem is also crucial in managing jealousy. Individuals should actively work on recognizing their self-worth. This could involve acknowledging personal achievements, practicing positive affirmations, or even seeking therapy if deeper issues are at play. When someone feels good about themselves, they're less likely to feel threatened by a partner's interactions with others. A person with high self-esteem will approach potential feelings of jealousy with a mindset of curiosity rather than fear. They might think, "What can I learn from this situation?" instead of jumping to conclusions about their partner's loyalty. Additionally, setting healthy boundaries is vital. Partners should discuss what behaviors are acceptable and what may trigger feelings of jealousy. This doesn't mean creating a set of rigid rules, but rather having a mutual understanding of each other's comfort zones. For instance, one partner may feel uncomfortable with frequent texting with an ex, while the other sees it as harmless. By addressing these issues up front, couples can prevent misunderstandings and reduce the likelihood of jealousy escalating. It's all about finding that balance where both partners feel respected and valued. Lastly, practicing gratitude in relationships can transform how partners view each other. Instead of focusing on what might provoke jealousy, individuals can shift their attention to the positive aspects of their relationship. Keeping a gratitude journal or simply sharing daily highlights with each other can strengthen the bond and reduce insecurities. When partners regularly acknowledge and appreciate each other, it fosters a sense of security and belonging. For instance, expressing gratitude for small gestures, like a partner making coffee in the morning, can help reinforce the positive dynamics in the relationship and lessen feelings of jealousy. Open communication. Open communication is essential for any healthy relationship, especially when it comes to addressing feelings of jealousy. When partners communicate openly, they create an environment where vulnerabilities can be shared without fear of judgment. This often leads to deeper understanding and empathy. For instance, if one partner feels uneasy about another's friendship, discussing it openly can clarify intentions and ease concerns. It's important to approach these discussions with a mindset of curiosity rather than accusation, focusing on feelings rather than blame. Effective communication also involves active listening. Instead of preparing a response while the other person is speaking, partners should focus entirely on understanding their partner's perspective. This might mean asking clarifying questions or repeating back what they've heard to ensure understanding. By doing so, each partner feels heard and validated in their feelings, which can help diffuse any feelings of jealousy. For example, if one partner expresses discomfort about the other's late-night texts with a friend, the listening partner might respond with, "I hear you feeling uneasy about this. Let's talk about what we can do to make you feel more comfortable." Another important aspect of communication is timing. Discussing feelings of jealousy in the heat of the moment, such as during an argument, can often lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. It's better to choose a calm moment to bring up these concerns. This allows both partners to approach the conversation with a level head and a willingness to understand each other. For instance, setting aside a specific time to talk about relationship dynamics can turn a potentially explosive situation into a constructive dialogue. Moreover, it's essential to express feelings using I statements. Instead of saying, "You make me feel jealous when you..." one could say, "I feel jealous when I see you interacting with others." This shifts the focus from blaming the partner to expressing personal feelings, reducing defensiveness, and opening up space for constructive dialogue. This approach allows partners to express themselves without making the other feel attacked. Lastly, regular check-ins can be a proactive way to maintain open communication. These check-ins don't have to be formal. They can be casual conversations about how each partner is feeling in the relationship. This practice fosters an ongoing dialogue about feelings and concerns, making it easier to address any potential issues before they escalate into jealousy. Over time, this can build a strong foundation of trust and understanding in the relationship. Self-care. Engaging in self-care is a vital strategy for managing feelings of jealousy. When individuals prioritize their own well-being, they often find that their insecurities diminish. Self-care can take many forms, from physical activities like exercise to mental practices such as mindfulness and meditation. These activities not only improve one's mood, but also enhance self-esteem, making it easier to approach situations that might typically trigger jealousy. For example, someone who regularly engages in yoga may find themselves more relaxed and less reactive to their partner's interactions with others. Incorporating hobbies and interests into daily routines is another effective self-care strategy. When individuals invest time in activities that bring them joy, they cultivate a sense of fulfillment that can counteract feelings of jealousy. For instance, if someone enjoys painting, dedicating time to this passion can create a sense of accomplishment and self-worth that makes them less likely to feel threatened by their partner's social interactions. This shift in focus can lead to a healthier mindset where jealousy is viewed as a minor emotion rather than a dominating force. Additionally, fostering social connections outside of the romantic relationship is crucial. Spending time with friends and family can provide emotional support and remind individuals of their value outside of the partnership. When people have a strong support network, they are less likely to rely solely on their partner for validation. This independence can alleviate feelings of jealousy, as individuals recognize that their worth is not solely tied to their romantic relationship. For example, engaging in group activities or joining clubs can enhance social bonds and boost one's confidence. Practicing mindfulness can also be an effective self-care strategy. By staying present and aware of their thoughts and feelings, individuals can gain better control over their emotions. Mindfulness helps in recognizing when feelings of jealousy arise and allows individuals to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. For instance, someone might notice a twinge of jealousy and choose to take a moment to breathe and reflect rather than immediately confront their partner. This practice fosters emotional regulation and can lead to healthier responses to jealousy. Finally, self-reflection is a powerful tool in managing jealousy. Taking time to understand the underlying causes of these feelings can provide clarity and insight. Journaling about experiences and emotions can help individuals process their feelings and identify patterns that may contribute to jealousy. By recognizing triggers and responses, individuals can develop strategies to cope with jealousy more effectively. For example, reflecting on past experiences might reveal that jealousy often arises from certain insecurities, allowing individuals to address these issues head-on. Building self-esteem. Building self-esteem is a critical component in managing light jealousy. Individuals with high self-esteem are generally more secure in themselves and their relationships, making them less susceptible to feelings of jealousy. One effective way to boost self-esteem is through positive affirmations. Regularly affirming one's strengths and accomplishments can instill a sense of worthiness. For instance, someone might start their day by saying, "I am capable and deserving of love." This practice can gradually shift one's mindset and reduce feelings of inadequacy that often accompany jealousy. Setting achievable goals is another strategy for enhancing self-esteem. When individuals set and accomplish personal goals, they create a track record of success that reinforces their self-worth. These goals can be as simple as completing a project at work or as complex as training for a marathon. Each accomplishment, no matter how small, contributes to a positive self-image. For example, someone who sets a goal to learn a new skill and successfully achieves it may find that their confidence spills over into their romantic relationship, making them less likely to feel threatened by their partner's interactions. Seeking feedback and support from trusted friends or family can also play a significant role in building self-esteem. Having a support system that encourages and uplifts can counteract negative self-talk and foster a more positive self-image. Engaging in discussions with loved ones about personal strengths and achievements can help individuals see themselves through a more positive lens. For example, a friend might remind someone of their unique talents, helping to reinforce their sense of self-worth and diminishing feelings of jealousy. Engaging in self-compassion is another crucial aspect of building self-esteem. Individuals often face setbacks or experience feelings of jealousy, but practicing self-compassion allows them to treat themselves with kindness during these moments. Instead of harshly judging themselves for feeling jealous, individuals can acknowledge that it's a natural emotion and remind themselves that it doesn't define their worth. This approach can lead to greater emotional resilience and a healthier relationship with oneself, making it easier to navigate feelings of jealousy. Lastly, surrounding oneself with positive influences can significantly impact self-esteem. Associating with people who uplift and inspire can create an environment that fosters confidence and security. Conversely, distancing oneself from negative influences that breed insecurity can help individuals cultivate a more positive self-image. For instance, spending time with confident, supportive friends can reinforce feelings of worthiness and reduce the likelihood of jealousy arising in romantic relationships. Setting healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is essential for managing jealousy in relationships. Boundaries. As we wrap up our exploration of jealousy, let's take a moment to reflect. A little jealousy can be a natural human emotion, but what does it really signify? Is it a sign of love, or is it a red flag waving in the wind? Have you ever noticed how a tiny pang of jealousy can spark deeper conversations and lead to greater understanding in a relationship? Now think about your own experiences. How do you respond when those feelings arise? Do you confront them, or do you let them fester? Remember, it's not the emotion itself that defines us, but how we choose to react to it. Next time you feel that flutter of jealousy, pause and ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to teach me? Is it revealing insecurities, or is it highlighting something you truly value? By embracing these moments of discomfort, you can transform them into opportunities for growth. So, what will you do the next time jealousy creeps in? Will you see it as a threat or a chance to deepen your connection? Keep questioning, keep reflecting, and remember, every emotion holds a lesson just waiting to be learned. Stick around for more insights, and let's continue this journey together.